ദാസപ്പോ എന്നെ ശരിക്കൊന്ന് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചേ. എന്റെ പെരുമാറ്റത്തില് എന്തെങ്കിലും പന്തിയുണ്ടോന്ന് ഒന്ന് നോക്കിക്കേ.
ചേട്ടാ ചേട്ടാ കാട്ടോർമ്മ
Never let your familiar get to your heart and never let your success get to your head. Sachin Tendulkar. I have never been a superstar and never believed in it. Amitabh Bachchan. Let us touch the dying, the poor, the lonely, and the unwanted according to the graces we have received, and let us not be ashamed or slow to do be humble work. Mother Teresa. You have to dream before your dreams can come true. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Amir Khan's movie Lagan is a milestone in Indian cinema. It is a brilliant portrait of the angst of the farmers against the oppressively dominating British Empire. To be released from the obligation of paying taxes or Lagan that year. The farmers agreed to cricket match against the British, but there were conditions. If the British team won the match, 3 times the tax would be imposed on the farmers, while a victory for the Indians would mean an exception from tax for 3 years. The conclusion of this film is that the farmers become winners of the match, so they free themselves from the tax and the British. However, the events of all us so on reel actually took place in a real life too. A similar incident involved the Mohan Bagan Football Club, one of the oldest football clubs in Asia. It is an unbelievable story of how Mohan Bagan had their Lagan movement on July 29, 1911. Almost everyone loves chocolate, but not many know where it comes from. Actually, it grows on trees. It all begins on a small tropical tree. The Tibroma cocoa, simply called cacao, pronounced as cacao. Tebroma is a Greek word that means food of the gods. Cacao thrives well in areas that experience hot temperature, rain and shade. This tree is native to Central and South America, but it is grown commercially throughout the tropics. A cacao tree can produce approximately 2000 pods per year. These football-shaped pods have ridges and strangely grow straight out of the trunks and the largest branches on small stems. The pods contain a white sticky pulp and about 30 to 40 seeds. This pulp is a mixture of sweet and tart. It is relished by many and also used for making drinks. When the cocoa pods turn a vibrant yellow or orange color, it is an indication that the cocoa pods are ripe and ready for the harvesting. The harvesting is usually done twice a year, though the pods can be harvested continually. Harvesting is a process that is accomplished by workers on the ground as the trees are too fragile to climb. The workers use matches to harvest the pods. After harvesting, the pods are opened and their seeds are taken out. Each seed is about the size an olive. The seeds inside a pod are surrounded by a white sticky fluid or pulp and grow in columns. The white sticky pulp is called baba in Latin America. There is evidence which shows that baba used to prepare a fermented cocoa wine almost 3 years ago. The next is the important step in the process, fermentation. The beans that are still sticky with pulp are put in wooden beans or earthen pits and covered with banana leaves during this fermentation period, which is 2 of 9 days. The beans begin to take the color. Health is our most precious wealth. I hope you agree. No doubt, health is the sweetest fruit of our life's tree. Money is certainly important, and so is social prestige. But it is good health that is the source of a constant bliss. You may have the money to tour the world, but cannot if your health does not permit. You can buy all the food of the world. but your bad health will not let you eat. You might have huge honor in the city with everybody bowing before you, but you will fail to enjoy it if you regularly develop health problems and you. In this way, bad health will always play a serious part in the way of your enjoying what you have, wealth, house or car.
This policy of segregation or discrimination on the basis of race was called apartheid. In 1943, he decided to actively take part in the struggle against apartheid. In 1956, Nelson Mandela was arrested and charged with working against the government. After he came out of imprisonment in 1961, Nelson Mandela suggested a guerrilla resistance to the apartheid government. In 1963, Mandela was again arrested and put on trial. This time, the state succeeded in convicting Mandela of plotting to overthrow the government. However, his case revealed a lot of national attention and apartheid government of South Africa came under the glare of the world and international organization.
Educations have muscle. Educations have muscle. It is innovations and inauguration. It is helps of live. The helps good. The helps experience. It is a standard mountain. Language experience have make resource. That is have good performance. To live everyone bring happiness. Study children are live. The commitment regulates health sector, counseling of research, nursing council, pharmacy council. Every strives hard to attempt growth. To attempt growth, more of knowledge. Women can get better facilities. All can better facilities.
Green plants trap light energy from the sun to prepare food by the process of photosynthesis. We eat the food made by plants and get energy to do work. Therefore, we directly depend on plants and indirectly depend on the sun for our energy. Solar energy is used to heat water and even to cook food by solar cookers. Wind energy. Wind energy. Moving air has energy. Windmills trap this energy and use it to do the following: run wheat grinding machines, pump water, produce electricity. India has set up wind farms along the coast to produce wind energy. Water energy. When water flows or falls from height, energy can be generated. The energy of flowing water can be used to produce electricity. Electricity produced by method is called hydroelectricity. Electricity is generated from water in large water power plants using turbines and generators. There are many steps involved in producing electricity from flowing water. Fuels. Fuels are substances that are burned to produce energy. Examples: coal, gas, oil, and petrol. Fuels have energy stored in them. This energy is released by burning them. Fuels are used for cooking food, running vehicles, and for many other purposes. Fuels such as coal, gas, and petrol are natural, exhaustible, and limited sources of energy. Food energy. All living things are need food. Food provides us energy to do work. The energy is used by our body according to the work we do. Food contains chemical energy. The chemical energy from food gets converted to muscular energy when we do work. Conversion of energy. Conversion of energy. Energy can change from one form to another. This is called transformation of energy. In batteries, chemical energy is converted to electrical energy. In appliances such as mixers, grinders, fans, and electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy. In tube lights and light bulbs, electrical energy is converted to heat and light energy. In loudspeakers and radios, electrical energy is converted to sound energy. Oh, it's rainy today. How can we go to the park? Let's postpone it.
Yes, we shall go another day.
Mom, can I play in the rain?
No, if you play in the rain, you may get fever.
Ramu, are not you frightened of these flashes of lightning? No, Dad. I like to look at these flashes. It is very dangerous. Have you not heard about people dying of lightning and thunder? Yes, Dad.
Oh, one big tree has fallen on the road.
Will it be raining tomorrow, Dad? It will be raining tomorrow. If it rains, I can use my new raincoat when I go to school.
When you walk on the road, you have to be careful because it will be slippery everywhere.
Ramu, don't play in the rain. If you play, you will get cold and fever. No, Dad. I will take care of my health.
Come, let us go to the living room.
It's very cool and it's nice to sleep in this windy weather. Do you wish sleep now? No, Dad. Can you join me to play chess? Okay, let's play chess.
I will make tea for you.
Mom, it's nice to have tea in this weather. Thank you very much.
There has been several changes. Languages enter in the world. New are found. More in the learning sector.
Energy. We require energy to do all our work. For running, playing, or studying. Non-living things such as cars, trains, and aeroplanes also require energy to move. What is energy? Energy is the capacity or ability to do work. Forms of energy. There are different forms of energy: heat, light, electrical, and mechanical energy. Heat energy. Heat is an important form of energy. Heat energy is obtained by burning substance such as wood, coal, oil, gas. We use heat energy for cooking food. Heat energy is also used for producing electricity. The electricity produced using the heat energy is called thermal electricity. Light energy. Light energy helps us to see the things around us. Some sources of light energy are electric bulb, tube light and candle. Sun is a natural source of the light energy. Electrical energy. Electrical energy is used to operate many kinds of machines and appliances such as fans, televisions, refrigerators and computers. We can use electrical energy to produce heat. Mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is produced by machines. Most machines work on electricity. Example, mixer, grinder, fans. In these machines, electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy. Natural source of energy. Our main sources of energy are the sun, wind and water. Solar energy. The energy we get from the sun is called solar energy. The sun gives us heat and light energy. Though we may belong to different religions and celebrate different festivals, we must remember we are all Indians. We must respect each other's religion and join in their festivals and celebrations. There are three kinds of festivals: national, religious and harvest festivals. National festivals are Independence Day, Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti. Some religious festivals are Diwali, Holi, Dussehra, Eid, Guru Parvas, Christmas, Easter and Nowruz. Some harvest festivals are Bihu, Pongal, Onam and Baisagi. We celebrate birthdays of great people too. Some books leave us free and some books make us free. The worth of book is to be measured by what you can carry away from it. Pongal. Pongal is the harvest festival of Tamil Nadu. It is celebrated for 3 days. Pongal or rice mixed with milk and jaggery is prepared. Cattle are washed, painted, decorated with garlands, fed and worshipped in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. The festival is called Sankranti. Onam. Onam is the harvest festival of Kerala. It is called the festival of flowers. People wear new clothes and eat special food which is served on banana leaves. A big attraction of Onam are the boat races which are held at number of places. Baisagi. Baisagi is a harvest festival of northern India. It is celebrated with great enthusiasm in Punjabi. The men perform the Bhangra dance to the beat of the dholak, while the women do the gidda. On many of these festivals, huge fairs are held. Shops, stalls, rides, puppet shows and circuses from part of these fairs. Birthdays. We celebrate birthdays of great people too. Some of these are as follows. Budh Purnima, the birthday of Lord Gautam Buddha. Teachers' Day. The birthday of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan on 5th September is celebrated as Teachers' Day. Dr. Radhakrishnan, the first President of India, was a very good teacher. Mahavir Jayanti, the birthday of Lord Mahavir. Children's Day, the birthday of Jawaharlal Nehru on 14th November is celebrated as Children's Day. Do you?
Sam, let us go shopping.
Yes, Mom. What are we going to buy?
We have to go to the provisions shop and the stationery shop.
Mom, can you buy a new toilet soap for me? My toilet soap is finished.
Yes, we have to buy some toteries.
Welcome, Mom. Can I see your provision list?
It's here. Please do not forget to bring their kids of basmati ness.
Yes, Mom.
Please pack it.
Why are you buying this ice cream powder?
Sam, we have ice cream powder. We can make ice cream at
Home.
home.
That's nice, Mom. I like ice cream.
Sam, let's go to the stationery shop.
What can I get for you, Mom?
I want to have two tubes of toothpaste and 2 sets of bath soap.
Mom, can you buy a new pen for me?
Is the ink in your pen finished?
Yes, Mom. It's over. I have to write a lot.
Yes, Sam. Our shopping is over. Let us call on auto rickshaw.
Hello, driver. Please drop us in Rajiv Nagar.
Sam, it is go shopping.
Yes.
Success is not a final. Success is not a final. Failure is not a fatal. It is a courage to continue that counts. The great achievement, you are family. All the best. India, a land of villages. India, more than 6 lakh villages. Improve the people live in villages. Agriculture, 2/3 depend on agriculture.
In the bathroom, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, oil, tap, closet, comb, mug, bucket, mirror, wash basin. Action words: studying, eating, cycling, playing, sitting, drinking, singing, dancing, running, standing. Color wheel: red, blue, green, yellow, black, white, brown, orange. Shapes: circle, rectangle, square, oval, triangle, semicircle. Food items: egg, butter, jam, pizza, ice cream, burger, cake, biscuits, tea, milk, chapati, rice, things we play with, football, racquetball, wickets, carrom board, ludo, chess, hockey stick, skipping rope, shuttlecock. Musical instruments, flute, piano, mouth organ, guitar, violin, drums, tabla. What we wear, frock, vest, sari, jacket, coat, shirt, kurta, trousers, skirt, shorts, socks, cap, shoes. In the drawing room, television, chair, sofa, wall clock, painting, flower vase, carpet, mat. At the dining table, teapot, spoon, glass, cup and saucer, plate, jug, fork, knife. In the bedroom, cupboard, mirror, table, chair, coat, fan, clock, bed lamp, pillows, bed. In the kitchen, frying pan, pressure cooker, knife, gas stove, cylinder, utensils. Helpers, doctor, nurse, peon, policeman, tailor, plumber, mechanical, means of transport, ship, car, van, bicycle, scooter, motorbike, auto rickshaw, truck, train, bus.
In the forest, lion, zebra, tiger, kangaroo, deer, giraffe. Water world, fish, shark, octopus, blue whale, prawn, dolphin, crab, starfish. In the forest, lion, elephant, monkey, zebra, tiger, kangaroo, deer, giraffe. Reptile world, tortoise, frog, lizard, crocodile, reptiles, birds, cock, hen, peacock, duck, hornbill, parrot, stork, wood, pecker, sparrow, pigeon. Fruits, orange, papaya, pineapple, bananas, cauliflower, plum, strawberry, brinjal, jackfruit, watermelon, lady's finger. Vegetables: cauliflower, cabbage, bitter gourd, brinjal, capsicum, lady's finger. Ginger, chilies, onion. In the garden: shoe flower, marigold, jasmine, rose, sunflower, lotus, water lily. Insect world: bug, beetle, grasshopper, dragonfly, duck, and mosquito. Sina, let us go to the fruit market to buy some fruits.
Yes, Dad, I am ready.
Will be healthy if we eat fruits. There are many trees which produce different kind of good fruits.
Dad, look at this tree. It is a jackfruit tree.
Yes, it is. It produces jackfruit.
Sir, what I can get for you?
I would like to get 1 kilo of oranges. What's the price of this watermelon?
Sir, it costs only rupees 200 kilo.
Please pack 1 kilo of watermelon.
Is that enough, sir? Can I pack this papaya?
No, we have a papaya tree at home. It produces lots of papayas. We will like to eat papaya.
It is a good fruit. It makes you feel better. Oh, what is it, uncle? It is an egg fruit. It is tasty. Yes, it is very tasty. If you make juice, it will be tastier. Can we buy it, Dad?
Oh, it's very nice. We shall make juice with the egg fruit.
Here is the bill, sir.
Sina, shall we go home?
Yes, Dad. I will carry some of the packets. Life skills. Attack pollution. Everyone all over the world is discussing how climate is changing. Summers have become hotter. Water is becoming scarcer. Droughts and flash floods more common. The cause of all these disastrous changes is pollution of air, water and the earth. Let's take a look at what each of us can do daily to fight pollution. Do's: bin all waste if you are at an outing near a water body. Use kitchen water for plants. Bury garden rubbish rather than burn it. Carry a jute bag to the market. Walk rather than drive to close by places. It is good exercise and toxic gases from your car do not pollute the air. Use the correct bins for waste. That way much of it can be recycled. Grow a garden or keep potted plants to purify the air. Try to carpool or use public transport. Don'ts: Don't jug electronic waste. Send it to the correct place to be safely destroyed. Don't use poly bags. The clog the earth's pores. Don't use aerosols such as room fresheners. They add to the greenhouse effect. Don't cut trees and add to erosion of soil. Don't throw away broken things. Try to repair them and use them again. Don't waste firecrackers. Don't keep the fans and lights switched on unnecessarily. Don't waste food.
We have all sung of our national anthem. We stand up every time we hear it. Let us know some details about how our anthem was formed. It is 107 years old. An anthem is a song that is important for a particular group of people, an organization, or a country. It is often sung on special occasions. Janaganamana is the national anthem of India. It shows the country's religion diversity, yet the unity that bonds it. It holds a national emotion when sung in unison. Nobel literature and poet Rabindranath Tagore wrote the anthem on December 11, 1911. And the very next day, the Delhi Darbar was held. The crowning ceremony of King George V and Queen Mary as the Emperor and Empress of the India took place on 12th. People thought that the anthem praises the king. But Tagore, in a letter on November 10, 1937, denied it completely. He clarified that it was written in praise of country. We sing the shortened version today. Only one stanza of the 5 verses is sung. It reflects the country's struggle for independence, culture, and values. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, mentioned in the Bengali verses of the anthem, were provinces under the British rule. Princely states such as Kashmir, Mysore, and Kerala were not included as they had been under the Portuguese rule and the time the national anthem was composed.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country. I proud my country. I shall always happy to worthy of it.
The success of this effort depends on the steps the school principals and teachers will take to encourage children to reflect on their own learning and to pursue imaginative activities and questions. We must recognize that given space and time and freedom, children generate new knowledge by engaging with the information passed on to them by adults. Treating the prescribed videos as the sole basis of examinations is one of the key. The International Curriculum Framework recommends that children's life at school must be worked to their life. outside the school. This principle marks a departure from the legacy of bookish learning which continues to shape our system and causes a gap between the school, home and community. The syllabi and textbooks developed on the basis of NCF signify an attempt to implement the basic idea. They also attempt to discourage rote learning and the maintenance of sharp boundaries between different subject areas. We hope these measures will take us significantly further in the direction of child-centered system of education outlined in the National Policy on Education. Dear students, the English and German students for learning has been designed and developed on the basis of international curriculum and keeping abreast of the latest developments in language teaching. This video is prepared as a combination of our YouTube videos. Students aims at improving your proficiency in the use of English and German languages. As far as possible, we have tried to include meaningful, interesting, interactive and purposeful activities in these videos. We will surely help you enjoy the learning of English and German languages. You are also given opportunities for the construction of various life related to language discourses, as well as the enrichment of your linguistic and literary skills. Simple teaching methods are given throughout the YouTube videos to connect the video new version to the wealth of digital assets, disaster risk reduction factors and various skills in association with National Skill Qualification Framework are incorporated in this video. We are sure you will be more confident in using English and German languages with the help of revised version of these interesting videos. Basic first aid. Every year many accidents occur. With some care, they can be prevented in case of accident does happen. You can be of help if you know first aid. Read each of the following carefully. You will be able to give a vital first aid and if needed. Remember always to seek help from an adult immediately. Do not move the casually unnecessarily. Keep him warm. Make a diagnosis. Decide the treatment and treat. Remember the ABC of first aid. See if his always are clear that is breathing and his blood circulation pattern. Respiration. If it is failing, give artificial respiration. Mouth to nose. Bleeding. If it is failing, give artificial respiration. Bleeding. Arrest the bleeding and protect the wound. Apply the direct or indirect pressure. Cover with dressing. Apply pad and firm bandage. Elevate. Keep at rest. Fractures. Immobilize it with a well padded stiff support reaching the joints on either side. Apply bandages on either side of the site and at the joints on either side support. Burns and scalds. A burn is caused by dry heat and scald by moist heat like stream. Very hot water or soil. Immediately cool the area with cold water for 15 minutes till pain subsides. Do not break blisters or apply anything on the burns. Cover with a sterile or clean cloth, pad and bandage. Give fluids. Nose bleeding. Sit him up facing the breeze and the head slightly forward. Ask him to breathe through the mouth and not to blow the nose. Apply cold compress over the nose. The soft part of the nose may be pinched close with the fingers for 10 minutes. Cold application on the back of the neck and forehead may help. Bee sting. Do not press the back or the sting. Use forceps and remove the sting. Apply cold or weak ammonia. Animal bites. Wash with soap and plenty of water. Loose bandage may be applied. Get quick medical aid. Snake bites. Keep patient calm. Wash with plenty of water and soap. Do not rub hand. First apply a constitutive bandage on the hard side of the bite. Not to apply continuously for more than 20 minutes. Do not insist or attempt to suck the wound. Get aid quickly. Try to identify the snake. Fainting. Lay him down and loosen to clothing around chest and waist. Turn head to one side. The legs may be raised a little. Do not attempt to give any solids or liquids. On recovery, a small quantity of a drink may be given and allowed to sit up, move after rest. General. If you are in doubt the treatment, do not do anything. You may do more harm. These are only hints. To be good first aider, you can do the first aid course conducted regularly by the St. John Ambulance Association in all the states. Contact your state center for details. Also join the ambulance brigade in your state.
The radio is just over 100 years old. It was Marconi who invented an instrument to send the message. It sent the first radio message in 1895. This marked the birth of the radio. It was, in fact, developed from the telegraph, which was invented by Cook and Wheatson in 1835. Later, it was perfected by Morse. The word telegraph is divided from the two Greek words telos, which means distant, and grapho, which means the right. The invention of the telephone by Alexander Graham Bell in the year 1876 was another revolutionary step in the field of communication. It became more popular because the person at the other end could hear the speaker's voice. Be sure that television is one of the miracles of science. It is not an eidetic box, but a magic carpet. Do you know who invented the television? It was a Scotsman named J.R. Bald. Bayard made it possible to present moving and living pictures of men and events on the screen. In those days, it was only in monochrome, black and white. The color television became popular in the 1970s. Its vast potentials as a powerful medium of mass communication cannot be underestimated. It is indeed one of the best sources of entertainment and enlightenment for all programs on subjects like health and hygiene, nutrition, family planning, and agriculture are of immense help to men and women, especially in rural areas. The television plays a very significant role in educating the farmers on the use of different kinds of fertilizers and pesticides and new methods of cultivation. In addition to giving villagers professional guidance, the television can present a whole variety of cultural programs as well. Man is born in the stream of culture. The invention of the television has enabled him to enjoy and see with his own eyes of the culture of different people living in different communities.
Excuse me, doctor. May I come in?
Oh, come in, Sina. What happened?
Doctor, I have stomach ache. It started yesterday.
Do you have severe pain?
Yes, I have severe pain on left side of my stomach.
What do you eat?
I had a meal with fish curry. From that time onwards, I have been suffering from this pain.
Did you vomit?
Yes, doctor. I vomited 3 times after the meal. I also have fever now.
Oh, let me check your temperature.
Yes, doctor.
Sino, it's normal. Nothing to worry about. You are having this pain because of the food you have taken. I will give you some tablets and tonic to get you back to the normal level. You have to take rest.
How long should I take, sir?
You have to take rest for 3 days because rest will help to cure the pain as soon as possible.
Should I avoid some kinds of food?
You should avoid the food which is too cold. You should Always have fresh food so that you can avoid all sickness.
Can I have meals 3 times a day?
Oh, sure. You can have meals 3 times, but take only food which digest quickly.
Should I come again, doctor?
If the pain does not reduce, you must come again. It's good to inform me that you are cared.
Thank you very much, doctor.
Welcome.
Okay.
1702. It became popular only in 1890. Nowadays, the newspaper has become almost as necessary as food and clothes. The primary function of the newspaper is to provide news of all kinds. Millions of copies are printed, read and discussed every day in our country. The statesman is anxious to know the latest development in the political sphere. The businessman wants correct information about market condition. The common man has a natural curiosity to know about almost everything in general. A successful newspaper caters to the needs of all kinds of readers, scientists, sportsmen, politics, businessmen, lawyer, and job seekers. The newspaper. The world moves very fast and events happen very quickly in every sphere of life. People keep in close touch with the latest development by reading newspapers. The newspapers is the pioneer in the field of mass media. The first newspaper was published in Britain in 1702.
ദാസപ്പോ എന്നെ ശരിക്കൊന്ന് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചേ. എന്റെ പെരുമാറ്റത്തില് എന്തെങ്കിലും പന്തികളുണ്ടോന്ന് ഒന്ന് നോക്കിക്കേ.
ചേട്ടാ ചേട്ടാ വാ തുറന്ന്.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country. I proud my country. I shall always happy to worthy of it. Donating blood saves a life. Enjoy your sugar saves. Enjoy your sugarly saves learning experience. Heartest love on friends, my dear friends, my dear heart, with bundles, gratitude and joy. I think of you, my friends. I am is a social being for study with to study because languages need of women are same. Always we study together.
ദാസപ്പോ എന്നെ ശരിക്കൊന്ന് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചേ. എന്റെ പെരുമാറ്റത്തില് എന്തെങ്കിലും പന്തികളുണ്ടോന്ന് ഒന്ന് നോക്കിക്കേ.
ചേട്ടാ ചേട്ടാ കാട്ടോർമ്മ
Energy. We require energy to do all our work. For running, playing, or studying. Non-living things such as cars, trains, and aeroplanes also require energy to move. What is energy? Energy is the capacity or ability to do work. Forms of energy. There are different forms of energy: heat, light, electrical, and mechanical energy. Heat energy. Heat is an important form of energy. Heat energy is obtained by burning substance such as wood, coal, oil, gas. We use heat energy for cooking food. Heat energy is also used for producing electricity. The electricity produced using the heat energy is called thermal electricity. Light energy. Light energy helps us to see the things around us. Some sources of light energy are electric bulb, tube light, and candle. Sun is a natural source of the light energy. Electrical energy. Electrical energy is used to operate many kinds of machines and appliances such as fans, televisions, refrigerators, and computers. We can use electrical energy to produce heat. Mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is produced by machines. Most machines work on electricity. Example: mixer, grinder, fans. In these machines, electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy. Natural source of energy. Our main sources of energy are the sun, wind, and water. Solar energy. The energy we get from the sun is called solar energy. The sun gives us heat and light energy. Though we may belong to different religions and celebrate different festivals, we must remember we are all Indians. We must respect each other's religion and join in their festivals and celebrations. There are three kinds of festivals: national, religious, and harvest festivals. National festivals are Independence Day, Republic Day, and Gandhi Jayanti. Some religious festivals are Diwali, Holi, Dussehra, Eid, Guru Parwas, Christmas, Easter, and Nowruz. Some harvest festivals are Bihu, Pongal, Onam, and Baisagi. We celebrate birthdays of great people too.
This policy of segregation or discrimination on the basis of race was called apartheid. In 1943, he decided to actively take part in the struggle against apartheid. In 1956, Nelson Mandela was arrested and charged with working against the government. After he came out of imprisonment in 1961, Nelson Mandela suggested a guerrilla resistance to the apartheid government. In 1963, Mandela was again arrested and put on trial. This time, the state succeeded in convicting Mandela of plotting to overthrow the government. However, his case revealed a lot of national attention, and the apartheid government of South Africa came under the glass of the world and international organization. Nelson Mandela was born in Transkei, South Africa on July 18, 1918. He was the son of local tribal leader of the Tembu tribe. However, unlike his father, Nelson Mandela studied at the University College of Fort Hare and the University of Witwatersrand. Nelson was a good student and qualified with a law degree in 1942. He believed education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. During his time at university, he became increasingly aware of his racial inequality and injustice faced by non-white people in South Africa.